talking about interventions or like sort of exercises or practices we can adopt. And I'm all for that. I just want to caveat it though as well, is that we are relational creatures. These techniques do not guarantee and often we can say, yeah, you know, do this technique and you'll feel better. Not necessarily. You can use these interventions. They can be very helpful. I'm not denying that. But ultimately, it's got to be relational. There's two fundamental principles I say are so important: invitationality and relationality. These two concepts. So when we invite ourselves to do something, how do we respond? Is there like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Like the Voo that you're talking about, the Voo exercise. Often with clients, I say to them, if I feel that it's appropriate, I say, you know, there's this exercise where you send a vibration down into your body and then you check how the body responds to that. So this is an exercise you can do. And what it does is it sort of sends a vibrational, this is the way I understand it. Obviously they talk about stimulating the vagus nerve and so forth. That's become a bit of a fad now. And there's a bit of, it's not pure some of the aspects about stimulating your vagus nerve, but sending a vibration down, it can almost invite your body to respond to it. Just like music does that, or sounds or anything. And so what I would do with a client, I invite them and they like go, and I say, you're not going to do it, are you? And I say, no. I say, right, I'm going to do it then. I'll do it and see how you relate to it. And then what you do is, it's any sound that creates a vibration, the lower the better, but it does depend on where the tension is. So if you're experiencing tension, so your tension could be in your chest, you could have some tightness in your tummy, you could be having it in your throat, you could be feeling it in your head. So depending on where you feel that, you send a vibration to that and you adjust it. So if it's in your tummy, you're going to get really deep sound, okay, and it will sound like this. You ready? And I'll be curious as I do it, what do you feel something, a sensation? And because there's no guarantee, it's an exploration. You don't have to do this sound. You can even use Allah's name, because in the end, when you say Allah, you're creating a vibration. So whatever way you want to do it, this is the Voo. You wait for a natural inhalation to come. So you'll notice your breath goes up and down. Mine's not doing much at the moment. Until it stops. And then you'll probably do another one. And then you pause. And as I've done it, I've noticed, because I've had a headache because of the heat, me traveling, feeling dry, I can feel I had tension around my head. I can feel a slight softening of my head. My breath, I feel a little bit more space here in my chest. It doesn't feel so constricted, my breathing. I'm curious, did anyone pick up anything when they were even just hearing it? What did you notice, Jamal? My temples. Here as well? You could feel them soften? Yeah. Okay. So that's a little exercise, is that you can just go, Allah. You can do anything, as long as it's creating a vibration. And what you're doing is you're sending, what can happen, the muscles can tighten up even more. So it's not that that's a guarantee. Sometimes they might relax, sometimes it won't have any effect. But it's an exercise you can use. They talk about using cold water. So we'll do splashing the water and then feeling, not just doing the exercise, afterwards checking in with yourself. And like, how does it feel your face now that